Domestic vaccine production, or the lack of it, became a major issue during the pandemic. And now a $50 million manufacturing plant is set to be built in Vancouver. Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver is here with more on precision nanosystems. We've heard a lot about this in recent weeks, Tyler.
Yeah, and we're finding out that they have just confirmed that they are going to build their major vaccine production facility in Vancouver's False Creek Flats area. Now, Ottawa is covering half the costs of the $50 million facility, which will be capable of producing up to 240 million doses of its own COVID-19 vaccine that it's working on. Now, the feds are trying to shore up domestic production, as you say, and Vancouver looks to be playing a key part. The only thing to consider, though, is that U.S. innovation giant Danaher Corporation, they actually acquired Precision Nanosystems back in June. That comes months after Ottawa earmarked $25 million for the facility and $18 million for its own pursuit of a COVID-19 vaccine. So CEO and founder James Taylor, he says that the company will be meeting all its obligations to the Canadian government despite now being an American company at this point. So something we will have to wait and see how it goes, but it'd be pretty good news for Canada's domestic production capacity.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. News over at the McArthurGlen outlet mall, sort of bucking the trend of bricks and mortar businesses going downhill. They're actually expanding.
Yeah, it's fascinating here. A report from Retail Insider reveals that the upscale Richmond Shopping Center, it's actually going to be adding at least 4 more stores by year's end. And this comes after it added a separate 13 stores since the pandemic started. So even though e-commerce is surging, McArthurGlen reports foot traffic there is up 26% this summer compared with last summer. So it looks as if, e-commerce good for those kind of necessities, but you just can't quite replicate the same experience as physical shopping, especially when it comes to making those larger discretionary purchases. I think a lot of people just want to get up close, touch and feel those kind of big items. So the mall, it's now prepping to look at what the plans are for construction of a third phase of the shopping center. So big plans afoot for it, despite some a bit of a retail uncertainty in the early goings of the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, particularly because we've all sort of been pent up inside doing so much online shopping. I think a lot of people were very happy to get out and go to actual stores. Yes. All right.
Exactly.
Thanks for that, Tyler.